watch these dates in the month of August, as there will be some very important announcements and some key dates in which fixed income beneficiaries will be receiving checks. I have all the details and everything you need to know right here in this video, so let's get right into it. All right, yet again, we have another very busy month upon us, so I do want to walk you through the calendar and point out some of the key dates where big announcements will be released, as well as, of course, all those dates in which fixed income beneficiaries will be receiving checks. We have a lot to cover right here in this video, so let's get into it and discuss all those details. But really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and so I can keep you updated with everything going on right now during this very busy time, especially as it pertains to money, benefits, checks, stimulus, new bills, new piece of legislation, new announcements, and anything else that's coming out right now that is hitting the wire that is going to impact us, or anything that we can take advantage of with everything going on right now as it is changing very, very rapidly. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, so you can stay updated with everything going on right now and so you don't miss any updates going forward, again, during this very busy time. All right, thank you so much. Let's get into it and talk about the busy calendar that we have so far and see what is actually going on. Now, of course, as of right now, this is the calendar. Things will be changing throughout the course of the month, but these are some of the key dates that I do want to point out to you. Of course, as I am here for you each and every day, like I always am, as the month continues to progress and as we do get more information on additional announcements or anything else coming out, of course, I'll be right here for you pointing all of that out as well as we continue to work our way through the month. But these are the key dates that I want to bring to your attention right away for the month of August. All right, let's get into it and talk about these key dates that I've pointed out for you. Number one, the first of the month, which happens to be a Monday. Now, again, I know this one is kind of basic, but again, I want to point it out for you just because I do know that there are a lot of fixed income beneficiaries here in the community, and I want to let you know what is actually going on, and I want to give you all these dates in chronological order. All right, so the first of the month obviously is a Monday. This is the day in which SSI beneficiaries, supplemental security income, should be receiving your payments because it's not on a weekend and it's not a holiday. Therefore, you should be getting your payments on Monday, August 1st. So be sure to continue watching your bank account and or your Direct Express card, wherever you get your payments, and again, that should be arriving that day as well. Next, really quickly, the Wednesday. Next is the third of the month, and again, I know that a lot of you here in the community receive your fixed income benefits on the third of the month, whether it's Social Security or SSDI, survivor's benefits, things like this. So again, the third will be a Wednesday. Again, there will not be any delay or anything like that to your payments. Therefore, you should be getting it on the third of the month. Next, let's quickly talk about the 5th of the month, and this is going to be an important day for a couple different reasons. Number one, the Nonfarm payroll number will be released for the previous month. So the Nonfarm payroll for the month of July will be released on this day. This is actually a very important one. This is the one that the administration watches closely. This is what Congress watches closely. This is a very important report that is released once per month. It comes out the first Friday of the month, and it just so happens to be August 5th is the first Friday of the month for August. Therefore, we're going to be getting a reading on the job market and what is going on as far as the unemployment rate. Will the unemployment rate stay the same? Will it tick up? Will it tick down? Were jobs created? Were jobs lost? Is it coming in line with what analysts were anticipating? Where do we stand, right? It's going to give us a good reading on all that information. So we'll be getting that information as of 8:30 a.m. on Friday, August 5th. And again, that'll be a reading from the previous month, which is obviously July, right? So, especially with everything going on right now, it might be an interesting report because we've been seeing a lot of different jobs out there, as in corporations, huge businesses, things like this, cutting hundreds or even thousands of jobs. So, we'll have to see if the jobs created outpace the jobs that were actually lost. So, of course, I'll keep an eye on that. As we get those numbers, of course, I'll keep you posted on that day. Next, August 5th is also a very important day for Congress. Why? This is the date that they have preliminary written in the sand as far as kind of like an arbitrary date as which they want to get the next stimulus package done by. I'm going to let you guess. Do you think they're going to get it done by August 5th? We'll see about that. But again, this is the date in which they've kind of drawn a soft line in the sand and they said, we want to get it done by this day. We'll see about that. Again, I've always said that so many times before. Only time will tell, but again, this is the date in which that they established a couple months ago, and they said, we want to get the next package done by August 5th. So again, I'll keep you posted on that, which, by the way, that is the one that Joe Manchin and Chuck Schumer are working on behind closed doors. So again, I'll keep you posted on that as we do get more details. All right, next, let's quickly go out to August 10th. Now, this one is actually important for a couple different reasons. Number one, this is going to be an incredibly important day for fixed income beneficiaries like Social Security, retirement, SSDI, survivors, SSI, and VA beneficiaries. Why? Well, the morning of this date, Wednesday, August 10th, is going to be the release of the CPI number, which stands for Consumer Price Index. In other words, it is a fancy name for the release of the inflation data for the previous month. The previous month being, obviously, July. So we're going to be getting that information on this morning. Now, why is this going to be any different than all of the other CPI release days? Well, this is going to be the first piece of the puzzle that we need out of the 3 different readings that we need between July, August, and September to determine what is actually going to be the raise for Social Security beneficiaries going forward in 2023. So we need to collect these 3 data points: July CPI, August CPI, and September CPI. So August 10th is going to house this number, right? So we're going to be getting this announcement for the first piece of the puzzle, 3 pieces in this puzzle, and we'll be getting that on the morning of August 10th. So this is going to be a big, big number. So whatever this happens to be, whether it comes in at 9.6%, 7.2%, 12.7%, 1.1%, honestly, it's anywhere out there, right? So it could be anybody's guess at this point where this thing is going to come in at, but here's what it comes down to. The higher that this number is, the higher the likelihood that we're going to get a big, 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 big raise for Social Security beneficiaries. But of course, I'll keep you posted on that. And of course, that's going to be a very key number that we'll have to watch for that morning. But of course, don't worry, I'll keep you posted as I do get that information on that day. Next, this also happens to be the second Wednesday of the month. And for those of you who have a birthday landing between the 1st and the 10th of the month, this is the day that you'll be receiving your payment as far as Social Security benefits go. So if you're one of those people, again, continue to watch this day. As you probably already know, that is the day that you get your payment. Again, birthdays landing between the 1st and the 10th of the month, you get it the second Wednesday of the month, which in this case happens to be August 10th. So second Wednesday, continue to watch your bank account, of course, your Direct Express card, wherever you typically receive your payment, and it should be arriving that day for you. Next, let's fast forward out to August 17th. Again, another Wednesday, right? All right, so this is going to be another key date for those of you who have a birthday landing between the 11th and the 20th of the month and who receive fixed income benefits, as your benefit amount will be landing in your bank account on that day or on your Direct Express card. So again, keep an eye on that day, which is Wednesday, August 17th, for your payment if your birthday lands between the 11th and the 20th of the month, which, by the way, no change to benefits. If you typically receive your benefit on the second Wednesday, the third Wednesday, the fourth Wednesday of the month, this is nothing new. I'm just simply laying out the dates here for you to let you know when your payment is going to arrive because, as you probably know, every single month, the calendar adjusts a little bit. The payment date, as far as the second Wednesday, the third Wednesday, the fourth Wednesday, it adjusts a little bit. It could be the difference between a few days, right? So that's all I'm doing here is just laying out these dates for you in which your benefits will be arriving. So it's not a stimulus check. It's not a monthly payment. Well, I guess technically it is a monthly payment. It's your monthly benefit that you've always been getting. Again, it's not going to be an increased benefit. It's just simply the day in which your benefit will be arriving. Hope that makes sense. Next, let's fast forward out to August 25th. Now, this is again the fourth Wednesday of the month, and this is the date in which those payments will be arriving for those of you who have a birthday landing between the 21st and the 31st of the month. Then your benefit will be arriving on Wednesday, the 25th of August. So again, watch your bank account, watch your Direct Express card, whatever it happens to be. Watch all of these going forward, and we'll have to see where this all kind of plays out, and your benefit will actually land in your account on that day. Now, one more thing, I have to throw this out there. This probably doesn't pertain to all that many people, but why not throw it out there because this is generally what happens in August, which is back to school shopping. Oh, I'm just kidding. No, seriously. That was like the saddest time of summer for me. I dreaded those days when my mom would say, let's go back to school shopping. And I was like, Mom, no. So anyway, I I have really traumatic memories of those days for me. I was a really tough time in my life. But anyway, that's just me and my personal experience. So every time August rolls around, I'm always like, a little bit like, want to go in my shell and hide because I'm still traumatized by the days when I was younger going out back to school shopping. Man, it was just such a terrible time in my life. Anyway, that was just my experience. Maybe and hopefully it's a lot better for other people, but for me, it was not a fun time. So anyway, just have to throw that out there. But one more thing I want to say as well is if you're in the market for some pens, pencils, markers, notebooks, things like that, you can get some really good deals on that kind of stuff in that time of year. You can get some really nice deals on it at places like Target or whatever else. So if you happen to be looking for some of that stuff, then again, watch those deals that are coming out. There'll probably be all kinds of them. So I guess one little silver lining between all of this going on with the back to school shopping, right? So anyway, these are some key dates that I have for you as of right now. It's a busy month, but by far it is not the busiest month of the year by any means. There's a lot of other busy months out there, but this is one that's coming up right now. And of course, as I get more details on any further dates, announcements, packages, proposals, money, benefits, new piece of legislation, programs, anything else we can possibly get our hands on right now, of course, I'll be right here for you, breaking it all down, letting you know what's actually going on and how we can get our hands on as much as we possibly can. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out some of the other thousands of videos right here on the channel. And please remember, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. So enjoy your day. Until next time, have a good one, and I'll catch you again later in the